intuitive readings and black magic removal and different interesting topics that will go if you have experiences that you might be perceiving as negative. You might be saying this illness, bad luck, this situation, this relationship, this repeating pattern, whatever it is, it led you here so that you could hear something and change your vibration so that you can take action inside of your life. If you have any questions, you can post them in the comments and we'll get back to you in a different video. We like to dedicate each video to anyone that finds it is them. So the free all over many different places that people will travel and start their journey here in Puerto Rico, as well as virtual, where you can book online, suryasoulsun.com. So the shaman helps you uncover what's inside of you that's dormant, that you have to really listen to yourself, go back to the root, the meditation, what really calms and what makes everyone similar in their experience. Hear No Evil can also go into the DNA of how you've been programmed by music, by videos, by family, by schooling as well. Many people have different paths. You're homeschooled, you're hybrid, you're online, you're in class getting that social interaction. Still, you're programmed by every single thing you hear, everything you listen to. Also, the views of what psychics should be, what black magic, what magic should be. So we're here to provide you in a neutral format, a clearing that whatever you've been going through, you can change in the instant, changing your DNA, changing your epigenetics. And then the blue dragon is also here to emotions, heightened feelings of whatever it is you're feeling. It goes inside of you. Where is the source of this? Where all these different emotions, that these are just umbrellas. There's different things that you need to explore within inside of you, and touching these feelings, these experiences, and these emotions, being honest with yourself, not putting the blame on external forces. But also, if you do believe that that is the factor inside of your case, so you can book a personal reading to see exactly what's going on.
Now, to understand is really in black magic, if you look at the history that has gone on for a long time. Each time it changed hands, you can go all the way back to the Egyptians and before that. And we start to learn that there is magic. And most people say they practice alchemy, but in reality, they are actually sinning against themselves. How do you say that? So when you are a selective service, meaning that you're a property that likes to condemn someone else because they're not someone like you, then you demonize the other person of. In reality, you're charging, but not really opening their inner self. Because your inner self is opened. It's always been. Now, everything, I listen to all these people, and I have studied with all systems. Got doctors of religion, theology, so on, so forth. And when you see people going for consultation, they're calling someone up to tell them what they want, because someone sold them on that, and they think that that's going to solve them. But if you go back into time with indigenous healers and magicians, warlocks, whatever you want to call them, but now those are really just names that are condemned in the spirit in which it was taught. So you get someone come to you and tell you, well, I want you to fix this, but this is what I want. This is what time I can do it. And this is the time that this is it. But it needs to meet these requirements before you go meet someone in a cave, maybe in a forest. So you get people that are true spiritualists, and they come to one of our centers and they're like, well, why is this not on the inside? No, it's on the outside. It's nature. It's alchemy. Depends on what part we're going to put you in. You're not here to tell us what you experience. You're here to actually use our quantum facility to experience something like a fantasy island that we have in Puerto Rico. So what I was saying is that if you have someone that says, well, I'm this religion, that, and okay, well, who taught you that religion? Who did you learn it from? And just from certain words would be ignorant words, so those people are condemning themselves. Because if you look at all the people in the world, not everybody's all one religion. Everybody dies at a different point in time, no matter what religion it is. Everybody gets sick, shot, this, that. So in reality, that's not alchemy. So in our system, you see the 369,000 laws to infinity. And how does a master teacher in our system teach it? It's understanding that, let's say you had 30 students in a meditation class, and they came once a week. That's 369,000 laws times 3. You just know that from the start. If you have 30 students, you have everybody a different religion, everybody income, everybody a different way they live, they run. Everybody was born. They were the only ones that were born. So that's each identity into the universe that you broke off that's not whole.
We try to go this way where it's a universal way. It's a way of nature. When we say alchemy, we mean the magic of nature. It's something that we don't necessarily do, but we're a part of it. So we try to allow any piece of the person, the entity, the possession, whatever they say they are, a name, even if it's a first name, last name, or a title. It goes by the root of you that connects you to everything, and not just the magic that you desire or wish or are experiencing. It's the part that every human being is connected. Every connection we have connects us to this earth. This earth is in space, so we have the power of the universe inside of our disposal. Now, are you going to connect to it, or are you going to use it to manipulate someone's heart? Or are you going to use it to make money? Or are you going to use it to be the destruction of not only yourself, but those around you? So there's many ways it can go. It just really depends on what you are looking for, what you are experiencing, and how are you protected inside of yourself and also those around you. Because there might be some influences that need to be cleansed in your home and in your property vicinity.
So one of the biggest things in black magic removal is really understanding that a lot of people do not have guidance. They have something that they studied or took a weekend course or so many hours, and all of a sudden they're out teaching something. And if you look at most things, and it's not to put anybody down, because we come from lines that are very long lines, existing lineages and everything. And a lot of the Reiki now are very quick. No studying, put people out there, people don't know what they're doing, they're getting sick, and they're not really understanding their energetic field in their quantum, and then from there the projection of everyone that they lived around, everyone that they ever came in contact with, whether sight or just the near glimpse, but you can't remember. That's where you can access a part in your mind that remembers all that. And that's without being enhanced by a drug, that's without being enhanced by anything, and drinking certain types of teas, practicing different types of breath work. That's what we're into, but not to make it that it's convenient for you. And understanding that there are laws to practice. And you must understand, I'll give you a scenario. You have someone that had a child, let's make up 17 years of age, lived home with their mother that was divorced. The mother dated a lot of boyfriends. This girl was just dancing around trying to leave the baby. The mother said, "No, I don't take care of your child. That's your child." Child got angry. The child does this. But is that true? Just because you have a child, the understanding is the agreement of what someone understands, but in reality, no one should be upset at anyone. Because you're born. You're into this earth. And we try to teach you the identity of yourself beyond all your scars. And when we get to those scars, sometimes that scar might need a year, 2 years work. Okay, I'm talking breath work, eating, exercise, sunlight, sleep, sexual, understanding all that in this universe of what is now. Because that's all we are in this time. But the time existence, does it really exist the way we think? And a lot of you are getting readings and a lot of things, but in reality, you're wasting your time because you need to solve it scientifically in a quantum field of a science that heals the self to heal the sickness or the dis-ease inside someone, or for the person to be able to cope. That is not our decision. That is yours inside of you.
And this type of energy or work, someone would say, doesn't require an age frame. You know, someone could be so young, they say, or so old, or in the middle, or whatever number you want to associate. But your experience is your experience. And there is no limit except for the limit that you have inside and also where the fear originates. So if this video helped you, you can reach out for more information. You can check the links in the description. And we're here if you need any extra guidance. Every situation is individual. Take care. Talk soon.